Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly meal plan. If you're new here, each week I just share with everyone my meal plan that I'm going to be making for my family for the upcoming week. I think meal planning is really important just to make your life easier and to waste less food and save more money. So that's why I share it, just because I think it might be helpful to anyone that is maybe struggling with coming up with ideas for their meals, or maybe it'll just give you some motivation to sit down and get your meal plan done. So I don't remember if I said this already, but the meal plan is just for dinners. I think I might have said that. And I do rotate my meals on the regular basis, so you're not going to kind of get a lot of new recipes all the time. But I do throw in something new every once in a while, but I do try and keep it simple. I try and keep the meal planning simple for myself by not always kind of making new recipes. I do rotate the meals that we make on a regular basis. And I do mention in this episode where each of the recipes came from, but I know sometimes it's hard to find the specific recipe because things sound very similar. So if you're looking for the specific recipe that I mentioned, those can all be found on the blog version of this meal plan with the links to the actual recipes, which can be found at lolasfrugallife.com. So this week's meal plan starts on Saturday, September 11th. So we are going to be having bacon wrapped chicken, which I haven't made in a while. The recipe's from allrecipes.com. And this is basically just like a chicken breast stuffed with cream cheese and then wrapped with bacon. And then you make like this kind of like a sauce, like with cream of chicken soup and mayo and lemon juice and milk and that type of thing that it bakes in the oven. So it comes out pretty good. Well, I really like it. I just haven't made it in a while. So then I'm also going to be making my favorite, easiest Instant Pot mac and cheese recipe, which is 5-ingredient Instant Pot mac and cheese from foodnetwork.com. You literally just put like 4 cups of elbow macaronis, 4 cups of water, and evaporated milk. Well, the evaporated milk goes in when it's done. You do the water, the elbows, cook it for 4 minutes, and then you add evaporated milk and cheese, and it's done. So I'm going to do that on the side, and then I'm just going to do like some frozen vegetables, whatever I happen to have on hand. I usually always try and keep some of those steamed fresh vegetables to just grab one, whatever goes best with the meal. Then for Sunday, I'm going to be doing slow cooker honey buffalo wings. This is a new recipe that I haven't tried before, and it's from thechunkychef.com. And it sounded really good. It's just a recipe to basically make chicken wings in the slow cooker, obviously, because it's called slow cooker honey buffalo wings. So I wanted to give that a try. I might wind up putting them in the oven at the end. Actually, now I'm looking at the recipe in more detail. It does actually call to stick them under the broiler at the end just to get them a little bit crispy. But I thought that might be a good meal to make on a Sunday. That way it's just kind of done pretty much when dinner time comes. And then I'm also going to try another new recipe, which is cheesy Instant Pot rice and vegetables. And that's from thesaltymarshmallow.com. So again, like I said, it's new. I've never tried this before, but it looked like it'd be really good. And it's basically like you put mixed vegetables and white rice and chicken broth or vegetable broth, whatever you like, in the Instant Pot. And it just kind of cooks all together like a cheesy rice and vegetable side dish, which is what it's called. So that's what we're going to do for Sunday. Monday, I do hamburgers every other Monday, so this happens to be the week that falls. So I don't really have a recipe for the hamburgers. I just basically make patties with ground beef, and I cook them in a frying pan, or I throw them on the grill, depending on the weather. I'm also going to be cooking some Impossible burgers for my daughter who doesn't eat meat. And then as a side, I'm going to do oven fresh seasoned potato wedges, which is from allrecipes.com. It's basically just like you cut up the potato into wedges and toss it in a Ziploc bag with like olive oil and Parmesan cheese and some seasoning, and then you bake them in the oven. They come out really good as a side dish for hamburgers. And then I'm also going to do a can of pork and beans on the side. For Tuesday, we always do some type of Mexican rotation. So this Tuesday, we're doing sheet pan shrimp fajitas. It's from allrecipes.com. It's just your basic, shrimp, peppers, and onions cooked in the oven and then served with flour tortillas. Wednesday, we are going to be doing crab cakes. I did just recently make these. and they came out good. They were pretty easy, so I'm going to probably do them a little bit more frequently again because my husband really likes seafood, and I usually try and do seafood every Wednesday, so I'm going to add this into like my Wednesday seafood rotation. So this recipe is Chef John's crab cakes, which is from allrecipes.com. And on the side, I'm going to do Chef John's classic macaroni salad, which is also from allrecipes.com. And, you know, it's just like your typical like Elba macaroni salad with like a mayo and vinegar type dressing. And then I'm also going to do air fryer roasted cauliflower and broccoli, which is from allrecipes.com. I think I will probably do the broccoli because I did cauliflower last time. The recipe does call for both, but I usually just pick one or the other and make that as the side. For Thursday, we always do either breakfast for dinner or soup and grilled cheese because I go grocery shopping that day, and I like to keep it what I have to make really simple because I go grocery shopping after work, so there's not much time left for cooking that night. So this Thursday, I'm going to be doing slow cooker corn chowder, which is from damndelicious.net, and it's just basically like corn. It calls for ears of corn, but I just use canned corn. It's like corn and a chopped up potato and then like some seasoning and chicken broth. Although I just do water and vegetable bouillon. That way my daughter that doesn't eat meat will eat it. She won't have it if it has chicken broth in it. And then at the end you add some heavy cream. And when it's almost done, or before you add the heavy cream or after, whatever, towards the end you take a immersion blender and just kind of like puree it a little bit so that the corn's like a little bit chopped up but not like fully, and I think it comes out really good. And then we're just going to do grilled cheese with that. So that's Thursday. So the last meal of the week is Friday, and for Friday I'm going to be making Portuguese chicken. The actual name of the recipe is Portuguese chicken with a Roman numeral 1, and that's from allrecipes.com. And this is just, it's basically like, it's bone-in, I think it's bone-in, yeah, it's bone-in chicken breast, and you cook them in a frying pan, and you make this like broth with like chicken stock and white wine and flour and heavy cream, and I just think it comes out really, really good. This is another one I actually haven't made in a while, so I'm going to be doing that. And then I'm also going to do rice because I think it goes really good with rice. I'm just going to buy like one of those like, I don't know, like rice pilaf or something, you know, like one of the boxed rices that you buy that comes with the seasoning. And then I'm going to do crispy air fried sweet potato wedges, which is from cookinglight.com. This recipe actually, like it's called wedges, it's called for the sweet potatoes to be kind of cooked up in a wedge, which is fine, but usually what I do is I just chop them up in like little bite-sized pieces, and you just season them with the seasonings and some oil, and then you throw them in the air fryer, and they come out really good that way. So that's it for this week's meal plan. I hope this was helpful to you in getting your meal plan together, give you some ideas, or just give you some motivation. Don't forget, you can always email me with any questions or suggestions at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Lola's Frugal Life. You can find blog posts, like I said, of these meal plans and also of my other episodes at lolasfrugallife.com. We do have a private listeners group on Facebook, which is at facebook.com/group/lolasfrugallife. I'd love to have you join us. If you enjoy the show, please make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you listen from. I would love it if you'd screenshot the show and tag me on Instagram so I could see you're listening. That would be really great. And also, if you can take a couple of seconds to rate and review the podcast, that would be really helpful to me. That is how other users are able to find the show, by how many ratings and reviews I get. And I'm trying really hard to grow the show, so I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you to those who have left recent ratings and reviews. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really awesome day.